everyone, and thanks for tuning into the Financial Investor channel. My name is Brent. Today we're going to be covering 3 stocks I am buying in the month of September and why, and then one stock I haven't really decided on. I've been looking at it, but it's not great for the long term, and I'm just trying to decide whether it would be a good short-term buy and hold for, say, a year or so. But it's very on the ropes. There's much better stocks out there that are actually able to be invested in for the long term. So the very first stock on my list is AbbVie, and this was on my August list of stocks to buy. So AbbVie, I am currently up in the position. It's currently worth $75.29. Now I currently bought into this stock I'm averaged at $71.75, so I am up in the position 4.94%. So I do not see this dropping. There is an article that was just released that one of their drugs became FDA approved. It was released by Johnson & Johnson, and AbbVie. Imbruvica breaks out of the blood cancer corner. So Johnson & Johnson, AbbVie, they got this drug that gained access to Imbruvica, shelled out a whole lot of money to gain access to Imbruvica, and on Wednesday it became FDA approved. So sales are going to start coming out more because now it's okay. Now it's actually trusted. It's been approved by the FDA. The main thing here is right here. Last week, through AbbVie said Imbruvica has delivered $528 million in second quarter sales, a 16% jump over a year ago's quarter. So huge jump for the future. I don't see this one slowing down. It's currently $75.21. I could see it hitting $85, $90 within a year or so out. So don't see this one stopping in the long term. I don't see it going down. There might be little opportunities where I could average down my position on the stock. Now, my next stock I am looking to increase my position in is Microsoft. Now, this one is overpriced. I did buy it. AbbVie and Microsoft, I bought both of these. These are probably my most overpriced stocks in my portfolio, but I believe both of these had good growth potential and they paid out good dividends. So Microsoft, again, another one I bought into at a position I thought was fairly valued, whereas their PE was pretty fair. I think it was it was lower when I bought into it. I think it was like 24 or 25. So it did meet kind of my strategy, my requirements. I am up 1.42% in the initial average cost of $73.62. This one's probably going to fall on today. I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to fall today and maybe possibly fall next week, just slightly. And I'm going to go ahead and cover an article on why this will potentially happen. Now, my main reason for increasing is the equity value in this. Microsoft's doing some stuff with Azure. They're switching a lot of their subscriptions, or they're switching a lot of their plans to subscription. And they're going to be constantly getting paid all these subscription fees in Azure and cloud and all sorts of different things that they have going on for them. Microsoft's not going anywhere. It's a good long-term buy and hold. Just look at their second quarter. It is jumping up. And it's going to continue to grow in the future. So that is my second stock I am looking to buy in September. My third stock, this is one, it is on my stocks I am buying in the month of September, but at the same time I'm up on the fence. I don't know whether I want to jump over the fence and buy more equity in Intel, or if I want to kind of stay up on the fence and just kind of hold what I currently have, or if I want to fall backwards back into my yard and see if I can just pull out 50% and just kind of see where this one goes in the future and maybe try and buy it at another dip. So this one, it's currently sitting at $35.07. I am up in this one as well. Intel. So I am slightly up in this one. I am up 1.89%. This one may be also affected by an article that I'm going to be covering here in just a second. So both Intel and AbbVie and Microsoft, they have all paid out dividends. So I am up $74 in my position for this one, plus they've paid out $9.60. Microsoft, I am up in the position by $36.67, plus they are paying out dividends on September 14th of $13.64. And then Intel here, Intel, I am also up in the position 1.89% or $18.85, and I've been paid out dividends of $7.90. This is actually coming out today. I'm getting paid on September 1st, and I'm also getting my monthly auto deposit today. So I am going to be able to average down on some of my positions. I would like to increase my equity and average down on AbbVie, but that may not happen. My second choice would then be Microsoft, and Microsoft and Intel may fall either today or next week just because of Tech Data Corporation kind of hitting down 20% today due to their not meeting their earnings. So with Microsoft and Intel, an article or just in general, Tech Data Corporation, ticker symbol TECD, is a distributor for a lot of IT related products. So very similar to what happened with Foot Locker, where Foot Locker did not meet their earnings. It caused Under Armour and Nike and a couple other items that they would normally sell in their store to also fall with their earnings not being met. Now, why, Datatech being an IT distributor, how, that's going to be affecting, I think it's going to be affecting Microsoft and Intel because some of their products are probably sold through them. So this could cause Microsoft and Intel stock to fall maybe 2 to 3%, 1 to 3%. I could see them falling, but is it? Stop that. I'm not sure how long that's been going on. I won't actually know until I listen to this video. That is unfortunate. And as far as my fourth stock I am looking to buy, I don't have one on mind. I had looked at CenturyLink, but this isn't a great one for buy and hold. It is undervalued. It's currently offering a current yield of 10.95, but it has no dividend increase for the last year. It's just sitting at a 10.95. Let's go dividend.com. If I had to pick my fourth stock that I would potentially buy into, so this one has a huge payout ratio. Usually I don't invest in companies that are over 60 as just a standard stock. If they're a REIT, they kind of get an exception. This has had no payout increase over the last year. There's a merger with Level 3. CenturyLink's buying out Level 3. What CenturyLink and Level 3 can kind of approval means, they're kind of going through the last couple of approvals. They just got approved by Washington and some other state, and here it is. Okay, so state and federal approvals, they have to get state approval, and that's kind of still going through, but they are supposed to lock down the final merger on September 30th. So this could cause CenturyLink's price to increase. It could cause CenturyLink's price to decrease. This is a really nice article. I haven't really read into it all the way as much as I'd like. So that's why I'm really on the fence with CenturyLink, whether it would be a good buy or if I should just kind of ignore it for now and just kind of watch what happens. So there is a $2.81 difference from Level 3's current price, and the company is expected to close the deal in Q3 this year. So even adjusting for one CenturyLink dividend payment between now and then, in the excess value of $2.27 for almost 4% above Level 3's price today. So I kind of have to reread that a couple times to fully get what they're trying to say there. And they think that this merger would be very helpful to CenturyLink. So CenturyLink, they haven't met their earnings for the past 3 quarters, but that could all change. Having Level 3 there could help increase their earnings and their earning potential and offset their earnings per share, which would decrease their payout ratio because now they're bringing in more earnings, and this could drop quite a bit in the following quarters to come. So this is just, I do have another, I have a list of stocks that I am looking at. Qualcomm is probably my second choice as far as potential buys, and it kind of goes through a lot of these other ones. I wouldn't really be interested. I'm just kind of watching them. These ones here with a yes. We can get rid of that loading too. So these are the ones that are kind of considered undervalued for the current time being. Their current yield is setting about above their 1-year average, and of these current yields, so we want the highest. Okay, so highest would be Z. Okay, so CenturyLink is sitting at 10.95% yield right now, meaning that if I just invested $1,000 to see how it would turn out in a year, whether Level 3's merger goes out profitable and it increases, it's only sitting at it's currently sitting at $19.72. Its 52-week low is $18.41. So my potential for going low is very low, and with the merger coming up in the next month, that could increase their price with the merger being complete finally, and increase their earnings per share to the dollar range. This could be a very nice increase for CenturyLink. So if I do buy into this, I'll go ahead and make a video buying into CenturyLink. I'll probably put down, maybe I'll just put down 500 to start. I do have the monthly allotment coming in as well as dividend payouts for the month of September. See, CenturyLink I believe is a 36912 stock. 36912 stock, yes. So they pay out every 3rd, 6th, 9th, and 12th month. So that is it for this video. What do you think about AbbVie, Microsoft, Intel? Do you think those are good picks? Would you consider putting them in your portfolio? I am, of course, a dividend investor. I look for a good value and a good buy-in point where I could see growth and dividend returns, which could be then compounded for the future and long-term holds. CenturyLink, it's not a great long-term hold right now, seeing as they haven't had any dividend growth for the past year. But, where is it? They have had, for the past couple, for the last 10 years, nearly 10 years, they have had a really nice dividend payout. Now, can they continue paying this out when they do their merger? Will they drop it a little bit? Will they increase it a little bit? Will they continue to hold it? Or will they kind of add 1 or 2 penny increases at a time in the future? Who knows? That's something that we're going to see going into next year. Probably we won't see any changes until next year. Do you think CenturyLink is a good buy, or ignore, or just sell if it's in your current portfolio? Does anybody out there have CenturyLink in their portfolio that they've been holding for a long time? Go ahead and leave that in the comments below. That is it for this video. If you have stayed up until this point, I do want to thank you for viewing my video. If you have any suggestions on what could be covered in the future on 4 stocks I am buying, any information you would like to see covered of why I am buying into these stocks, go ahead and leave that in the description below. Another one I was considering buying was Apple. So on Microsoft's end, Microsoft's phones are being obsolete now. Microsoft is discontinuing the Windows phones. They're stopped production. They're no longer going to be supporting it. They're no longer going to be manufacturing these devices in the next year. So, as of July, Microsoft has ended support. What does that mean? Here's a great article on what is coming up in the future for Apple. New York City cops will replace their 36,000 devices, Windows phones, with iPhones. So Apple is another stock I have been looking to buy, but it's not currently undervalued. It could just be a great buy opportunity. I mean, it's not terribly overpriced right now. Very nice PE ratio. It's sitting at 164 compared to the high of 164.52 cents. So it is relatively high. It's trending on their 52-week high. and it only offers a 1.54% yield, whereas their average is 1.89. So I am missing out about 0.35% yield for its current state. So I think I am going to hold off on Apple slightly. Maybe they'll mess up on their shippings of their iPhone 8s, which will cause the stock to fall a little bit at a good entry point, and then I can get into Apple. But that's a video for another day. So again, I do want to thank you for watching up until this point. Sorry about being a little bit sporadic and moving from stock to stock towards the end there. If you have enjoyed the video, at least go ahead and hit the like button. Please remember to subscribe for future financial videos. If you have any questions or want to say hello, please leave a comment and I will always reply back to you. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye.